Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome. So today, guys, is going to be part one of my Christmas DIYs. I'm going to see how many I can actually do in this video, but what I'm going to do first, this is like one of those things that you get at the Dollar Tree, and it's like you can put it in your yard, I guess, but I'm going to put it in my tree. But before I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to keep this in the shot right here. And I'm going to use some of my brown paint that I also got at the Dollar Tree, okay? And I'm actually just going to put it right on there, okay? And we're going to see how this comes out when let me grab a paintbrush. Okay, and now I'm just going to start putting the brown all over this, okay? And I'm just going to be really, really careful of how I do this, because I really only want it to be right under the hat. I don't want it to be, any place past the hat. If I go on the edges a little bit, I want to try to keep those light brown edges there as much as I possibly can. You see how they got those like little light brown edges? So let me go ahead, and I'm going to continue to do this as very carefully as I possibly can. And I know it's probably going to take a couple of coats to do this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 2 coats on, let it dry, and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to start another DIY, and we'll let that dry, and then I'll come back and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that. Okay, so there's actually the first coat. I'm going to put that aside to dry. Okay, so while that's drying, guys, I just want to show you a super simple DIY that really doesn't involve anything. So I had a little Christmas tree in this, but I'll show you how I did it. I see these in the store, the Santa Claus cups, and they have like a Christmas tree coming out of the top. This was a Santa Claus cup that I actually got at the Dollar Tree probably about a year or so ago. As you can see, I painted it completely white, okay? And then all I really am going to do with this Santa Claus cup, is I'm just going to put any old tree in the top of it. But I'm not sure if I really like that gold tree in Santa Claus this year. I might want to try a different color. So let me go get a couple of little different color trees. And I took the white background away so maybe you could see it a little bit better. So that's what it looks like with the gold tree in it. How easy is this? And my table is a mess. This is my little craft table. Well, it's / kitchen table, craft table for today, right? There's the gold one, okay? And then there is the blue. Okay, let me get it a little bit closer. There's the blue one. Just giving you some ideas, guys. Here is a white one. You gotta obviously adjust it so that it stays in there good, right? And then the other one I have is almost like a little pretty aqua one. And I think I may keep the aqua one because it's like a very faint aqua. And, oh, it just fainted. It's faint and it fainted. All right, so I'm thinking that maybe that's going to be the one, and maybe I can add a couple of little embellishments on it. I haven't decided, but anyway, guys, I thought that was just such a simple little thing that you see in the stores that's already done, and you can take any cup. You could even take, any Christmas cup and put a tree in it. But so there's an idea, another little simple DIY idea. Okay, guys, so you might have seen me buy these foam beads recently at the Dollar Tree. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open them up. They kind of go everywhere when you open them up. So you got to be really, really careful opening these up. Actually, let me get a scissors to open these. Okay, and they're like super clingy. So when you open them up, just know that they're kind of clingy and they might go everywhere. Actually, these are doing pretty good though. But the reason I like them is because they are clingy, because what I'm going to do is, so Dollar Tree has these foam pieces that come like 2 in a pack. I'll show you. Okay, and they still have them there. I just got these the other day, as a matter of fact. So I just took one, right, and I halfway painted it pink, all right? Now what I'm going to do is Dollar Tree also has like these packages of like sticks. You get these like over in the food section hanging up on the wall. I think they're called skewers, okay? So anyway, I'm going to take one of these skewers, and I'm going to stick it in the pink part right here. I'm going to stick it right in there. It goes in pretty easily, okay? Just make sure you don't like stab it through the other side. And actually I painted both sides of this pink, as you can see, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Mod Podge all over the top of that. Okay guys, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of pour some Mod Podge on it, okay? Only because I don't have anything to dip. You know, I didn't like make a dip thing for it. I could have put it in a bowl and dipped the top of it. So I'm kind of just going to use my judgment of like, you know, where I want the Mod Podge. Because obviously it's going to be on the top part of the pink. And I'm going to need a little bit more Mod Podge because I'm going to need it for the other side too. I probably don't need this much Mod Podge. But if I put it in a bowl and had dipped it, it would have been probably better. But I do want to get some on the other side as well. One of the sides doesn't have to be as much as this side. Let me get this off and bring it around. As you can see, you could make it way better than me, okay? So, but this is just showing you how I can do it. And I kept that plastic there for a reason, so it wouldn't get all over my table. All right, we're about to do some dipping here, okay? So as you can see, this is why I have this. So what do you see how it just clings right to it? And I even put enough on the back. So how about that for like a cute little like half piece of like lollipop candy, right? How adorable is that, right? And you can even make it like more drippy so that it kind of drips down a little bit better, right? But how adorable is that? And then before I put it in the tree, Dollar Tree also has like these striped straws. And what I would do is, you don't need more than one straw for this, okay? You really don't. You can either tape it at the bottom to the stick, or you can actually put some hot glue like right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape it for time purposes. Okay, so basically I'm just going to take the tape, just Scotch tape, and I'm just going to kind of wrap it down here so that it really, you know, make sure it stays at the top, and then kind of just like play around with it a little bit and make sure that it stays on the stick. And who's really going to see that tape? Nobody's going to see it, and it's going to stay up, okay? And then I'm going to let that dry for a little bit. I'll show you what it looks like in the tree, but let that dry just a little bit. Okay, while that's drying, guys, I'm going to show you another DIY. Now, I got these. In this DIY, nothing is going to be simpler in the world than this DIY, okay? So I have 2 of these canisters that I want to say that I got at Dollar General one year, but I'm not definite if I got them possibly even at Dollar Tree, because I remember Dollar Tree had some of these big canisters once. So right now on the front of them, there's the truck. It says welcome to the patch, and this one says farm fresh pumpkins. But what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to turn these around, okay? And I have like the window clings, all right? And again, like I said, honestly, you're not going to see an easier DIY than this. This is so simple, okay? So basically, the only hard part is going to get the gingerbread window cling off, okay? So here we go. We're going to put this gingerbread, and if you want it to be permanent, you can basically just put some, Mod Podge over it, okay? Because as you can see, like he's coming a little bit off, okay? So, and then we got the girl right here, and sometimes they cling really, really good, and sometimes, now this one here seems to be clinging a little bit better, okay? So you've got one window cling there, one window cling there. How adorable are those, right? And again, I probably will put Mod Podge on there to keep it on there. Because I don't think that I'd want to change it. It's so adorable, right? One can be for like fall and one can be for, you know, Christmas. Matter of fact, let me go ahead. I'm going to put some Mod Podge over it right now while we're here. It's so simple to do. I'm just going to basically take, you know what, let me put a little bit of Mod Podge on it first. Okay, so that's not a little bit. So why did I do it like that? So we'll get the Mod Podge there. I might have to wipe some of that off. But anyway, we got the girl there. So we're going to cling her good. Okay, we got her nice and clingy. And then we're going to do, like, we'll go over it. So eventually, when it dries, you're going to see right through it. Okay? Matter of fact, it might even dry before the end of the video. But you get where I'm going with it. Okay, because this Mod Podge dries clear. So I will come back to this canister and show you how it will dry perfectly on here, okay? So let me go ahead and I'm going to show you the next easy DIY. Okay guys, as you can see, these are drying like nicely so that you can see how adorable they are, right? The Mod Podge is drying nice and clear. And how I would use these is you could put like some cute little Christmas spatulas in there, right? So let me put it in one of them. So you'll see what I mean. Like you can just do some cute little things like that with your little kitchen spatulas, right? So how adorable are those, right? And they're so easy because I already had these hanging around the house. And you may have some of these, or you may be able to, you know, maybe you want to put them on some canisters or like a ceramic kind of container that you already have. But how adorable is it to put your little spatulas, anything Christmassy, right inside? Okay, last minute change of plans. I have decided to add a little bit more Mod Podge to this. Okay. And what I'm going to do, oh boy, there's a lot of Mod Podge to that. I'm having some messy times here today. That's why I put that thing underneath it. And then basically just on one side of it, I'm gonna put some Mod Podge, right? Sprinkle it around, spread it around, because I thought maybe it looked a little bit too plain at the bottom. And by the way, pretty much almost every single thing I've shown you, except for maybe those canisters, because I can't remember if they came from the Dollar Tree or not. Pretty much, I'm going to say 99% of everything I'm showing you has come from the Dollar Tree. Like these sprinkles. I keep calling these things sprinkles, but these are like sparkles or glitter. These come from the Dollar Tree. So I'm thinking of using the lightest of the pink, because I want to stick with that like light stuff. So I think I will do this. Okay, there's like a cap inside here. Let me get that out. Okay, basically I just used one of these things to get it out because I couldn't get it out. And what I'm going to do is, now that Mod Podge is still wet, I'm going to just, well, that stuff doesn't even sprinkle out through the holes. Hold on a minute, I'll just go like this. Okay, now that's going to be better. And hopefully it's stuck. Because I thought this was more like sparkles, but it's like these little things. But how cute is that? Even more, right? I should put like a bow there too. Let me do that. Okay, guys, I can't find my pink ribbon. I really kind of did want to do a pink ribbon. But I think I'll stick with the blue ribbon that says Merry and Bright. Okay, and the beauty of it is when I do find my pink ribbon, I can always switch it, right? So let me go ahead and I'm just gonna, I'm not that great at tying bows and then putting them on, so I'm just gonna do it like tie it while it's there. So basically like tying a shoe. So that, and then I'm gonna try to keep the words showing. And this is kind of like last minute, guys, and I just got some of the ribbons stuck in the Mod Podge. But hopefully you can still see what I'm doing here. And I'm pulling it through. Oh my God, this looks so adorable. I don't even care if the words show. I don't even care. Let me cut that piece off. So how adorable is that? It looks like some kind of something. It looks like something so adorable, right? I can't even see how cute it is. Okay, guys, just to keep you updated on this, I'm putting the second coat of brown on this, so I don't know if it's going to be ready for the video or not. I mean, I'm hoping that it will be, but it doesn't seem to be drying the way I want it to dry, so we'll see. But here's the second coat so far, and I'm pretty sure now that you cannot see through the face through that. Okay, guys, so here's another DIY. I got this little this was not $4.99. I got this, I think, for maybe $1 somewhere, if that. Okay, and so I did 2 coats on it already, and it just doesn't seem to be getting covered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a window cling. I wanted to like paint it all white and then maybe put like a little words in it, but I'm not going to be able to, so I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so here is a window cling. I got it off of that same pack that I got off of the gingerbreads that I had put on the canister. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some Mod Podge just through. You know what? Let me put the Mod Podge down first, although I think it is sticking because I think the paint is still wet on it. Yeah, I think it's going to be okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my trusty old Mod Podge here, okay? And I'm just going to put it like right around here because some of it's spilled. So I'm just going to use what's spilled. And I'm just going to do like the little, maybe I should have, let me Mod Podge that down first underneath it. Okay, I'm just going to put some Mod Podge under it first. Making sure that's still staying where you can see it. All right. And then I'm going to stick it down like that. And then not on, it looks like almost like a wreath, I guess. At first I thought it was like a little donut. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do around the edges of this. Just like here and there, so you can't see where I couldn't paint, like nothing was happening, it wasn't covering. So I'll do it in the middle too. And then instead of putting that pink that I already opened, I think I'll do a different one. I want a little bit more like, I don't know. Yeah, I think I want it to pop, so I'll use like this reddish one. Let me see what we got here. I'm not even going to bother doing that. So I'm just going to kind of like stopping every now and then to make sure you can see what I'm doing. And then I'm going to just kind of tip it over. See how that came out, how adorable that is, Dad? But I'm not even done because I'm going to take some little gingerbread boys that I painted, and I'll show you how I painted them. And I'm going to end up like kind of putting them like on it. So let me go ahead and I'll do that. I'll glue it on. Okay, as you can see, I put them on the edges, but I only used wood glue. I didn't use hot glue, and that wood glue will dry clear. So let them sit for a little bit, and I'll show you how they look when it's sitting up. Okay, and then in the meantime, I'm going to show you how I actually painted those gingerbread boys. So they come in a pack, and they're still there at Dollar Tree, okay? The little gingerbread wood shapes. So all I really did was I just took the gingerbread boy or girl or whatever you want to call it, right? And I just held it in my hand. You are going to get a little bit of brown on your fingers. But this acrylic paint kind of goes, you know, if you wash it off right away, it's pretty good. So I just kind of just took a whole bunch of them because I'm going to use them for other projects as well, okay? And I have a couple of dry ones. And so basically if I use this brush and I don't dip it again, this one might come out a little bit lighter. You know what I mean? Because I don't have as much on the paintbrush. But what I did was, I originally was going to use like one of the chalk writers, but I realized I'd have to be really tedious if I did that. So let me get one of the ones I already did. So here's one. And then let me get one of my little paint brushes, because I do have a paintbrush that has like a point to it. So I'm just going to dip into my white paint, okay? And I'll probably make a mistake, but if I make a mistake, I can go back and fix it. So basically I just made like a little eye right there. And then I kind of just like squiggled right here, right here. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then right here. I'll do that again. And then let me get a little bit more white paint. I got some paint off to the side. I don't want it to be that much on it. And then I just did like one button, 2, 3. And then the mouth was where I got tricky, so I had to paint over the brown. See how I just did that to kind of messed it up? So I can go in with some brown paint and just go over it a little bit. So he looks a little bit weird, but you get what I did, right? So how easy is that, right? And they dry really quick because they're so little. Okay guys, so I got a little tree started over here. If you had seen my other video, you'll see it. And so this here right here, I feel is dry enough that I can just kind of show you, if I like stick it in the tree, how it's going to look. So let's stick it right underneath that gingerbread house. Okay, so there it is, guys. And as you can see, all I really did was I just stuck it right in the tree. And I'm probably not going to keep it in this tree, but I just wanted to show you how easy it is to just kind of just poke it right into a tree. But I just took it out because I feel like maybe it is still a little bit too wet. But I just want to, there's my brown gingerbread paint all in the background. But so basically you kind of see that you really got to give it a little bit of time to dry. So I took it right out of the tree. But it's kind of sticky dry, so you know, it's not going to hurt anything. But anyway, guys, let me go ahead. I want to go back to that other pick, the one that I painted the reindeer brown. Okay, well this is still drying, and obviously you can still see through it a little bit, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. But while it's still drying, I thought of something else, and I want to show you. Okay guys, and as you can see, I have all my craft stuff still around from what I did, but I'm kind of just leaving it there because, you know, it's real, right? This is the real life of crafting, right? So Dollar Tree sells these little cups, okay? So is that the cup? That's what it said? No, yeah, the cup. This was what it came in, right? And so what I was thinking, right, last year I did something a little bit different with these, but this year, so I already painted a few of them, right? I'm going to kind of stick with the gingerbread theme. So this one's almost dry. It's, you know, maybe get one that's a little bit more dry than that. So this one is a little bit more drier, okay? If that is such an expression. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some, let me just paint the top part white. Hold on. Okay, and I'm not going to worry about that hole right there, because that hole, probably when I paint it, if I paint it like thick enough, you won't even really see that there's a hole there, because I'm going to kind of make the paint like this, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of make it kind of go down a little bit like that, because I'm going to put some, let me think of what I'm going to do here. I'm not really sure yet if I do want to put the sparkles on that. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll put the very, very pale pink things on top of that. Let me go ahead and get those. And to be perfectly honest with you, the only reason I'm gonna sprinkle them with the pink is because honestly I can't find my white. So it'll be like strawberry. You know how like you put the whipped cream on the drink? So this will give it a little bit more dimension anyway. So look at how cute that is, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these little gingerbread guys and I'm going to end up gluing it at the top, okay? But my hot glue gun is in the kitchen. It's getting all, you know, done up. And I have these from Hobby Lobby. I'm pretty sure I got these from Hobby Lobby. Now I'm probably going to have to, because it's got like this thing on it, I'm probably going to have to put it like behind it. So I'll put like a little gingerbread boy and I'll put, I'll hot glue that and then I'll come back, okay? And guys, I'm going through all my stash. I haven't really bought anything new. And I'm going to glue one or two of these behind that cup so that it stands up so I can use it as like a tier tray decor. Okay, and I'll show it in a plain background afterwards, you know, when everything is all said and done. But you see how I put that block right there? So that should be able to just stand right up because I did stand it up out in my kitchen. So let's see. Yeah, there it is. It's just standing there, right? Oh, it's rocking. I might have to put, you know what? Let me come right back. I'm going to put another block behind it, or maybe two. Okay, so there it is. I put 2 blocks behind it because it looked like it was rocking forward. So there it is now, staying nice and steady up. Because if I put another one on the left, I feel like it would have took away from how the cup is. So, and then I just basically have one more thing I want to show you, unless I think of something else as I go along, because I keep thinking of things, right? You get your creative juices flowing, and then it just keeps keeps on going, right? Okay, so I do believe that this face, that this paint is dry enough that I can start painting like a face on it, like a gingerbread face. And I can kind of see the eyelashes, so I think I might end up like going along that route. So let me see if I can do this without making a mess. And then you kind of see where I'm going with it. I hope I do this right. Actually, let me just do this first so you can kind of see where I'm going with this. I feel like I gotta be really careful. I don't want to make it ugly. And I can always, like, you know, fix it too. It doesn't have to be perfect right out of the gate, you know, because I can go back and fix it. But I didn't want to leave you guys not knowing what I was going to do with this, although you probably figured it out when I painted it brown. But I feel like I might have made the eyes a little bit too far apart. I don't know. I can't decide if I did. You know what? Let me paint over that. I feel like I got to paint that face again. So let me go back in it with brown. Okay. Change of plans. I decided that I'm going to go with my original instinct, which would be to make black around the edges of the eyes first. So I'm going to try to do this. Usually I have to like lean on it, but actually let me see if I can do it and keep it in the shot. I think I can. I think so. Okay, so basically I'm going to just go like, trying to lean here. I'm trying to look at another one that I did once before on another one of my DIYs that I did. And then I made like a big wide mouth. Like this. Okay, we're getting there. Okay. Let me get the other paint that I need. Okay. I'm kind of winging it because I didn't plan on doing this. But let me try to do it the best I can. And then I'm just going to put like a little dot of white. And then I think what I'm going to do is, I couldn't find any red paint because I wanted to make the cheeks red. So let me see if anything comes out of this. Hold on. I have like this puffy paint. I want to test it first because if nothing comes out, and oh no, it's good. Okay, so little puffy paint right here, right here. Give it like some dimension. Now it's going to take forever to dry, of course, and I got something stuck in it, but there is the face of the gingerbread. So, you know, you can put that right in the tree. So let's go ahead and I'll put it right in the tree, and hopefully I won't get paint all over the tree. Okay, guys. So there it is, just stuck in that tree for now. How adorable is that? I'm not going to keep it in that tree, but I just want to show you. You can just stick it right in there. So it's a gingerbread, I guess, dressed up like a reindeer, right? So anyway, guys, that is going to be it. I'll just put the DIYs that I did out individually so you can see them, but I really appreciate you watching. This is part one. I do have a couple more videos I want to show you that are a little bit not as, I mean, they're all easy. All my DIYs are easy, but there's going to be a glue gun involved mostly, I think, with the next ones. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and let me go ahead and I'm going to show you each one individually against a plain background. Okay, so this one was probably the easiest one of all, because all you need is any kind of cup, any kind of Christmas cup, and then the tree from Dollar Tree. So both of these are from Dollar Tree. And these are probably the second easiest to do. I originally thought that the window clings might have clung a little bit better. And as you can see, the one on the left, I kind of put him off center a little bit, but I should have centered him a little bit better. I could actually fix that. But as you can see, the Mod Podge is drying, and you can also change the ribbons on those. I have to retie that ribbon on the left. But that was the second easiest one. And then, of course, I showed you how I painted these little guys. But as you can see, they're a little bit wonky, and I forgot to put the buttons on that guy. And then here is that adorable lollipop. How cute is that? It's so easy to make. I mean, that is probably one of the simpler ones too. Just a lot of Mod Podge and, you know. But anyway, guys, that is so simple, right? And then this one I kind of thought of after, because I wasn't even going to do this in the video. And I don't know if I told you this because I did start saying something about it, but last year what I did was I put my kids' names on these cups. And I put them in a Christmas tree. I think it was actually 2 years ago. But, and again, I couldn't find the white, so I put the pink, and actually I think the pink looks beautiful on it. I do, I really do. But I think it's starting to drip, so I better lay that flat to dry. And then last but not least, this cute little gingerbread face on that reindeer. How adorable is that, right? I love it. So anyway, guys, look how easy those DIYs were, right? I hope you enjoyed them. And this is just part one of I'm in love with Christmas, and I love to do DIY videos. Obviously, it's not going to be called that, but this is part one of probably either 2 or 3 videos for DIY, and I'll try to get the rest of them done this weekend, okay? So it'll give you plenty of time. But I hope you got some good ideas. Thanks a lot. Have a great day and happy Thanksgiving. Bye now. And guys, if you're still here, I forgot about the little frame. And I still got to put his little mouth back on. So how adorable is that? And you could write some little words on there, you know, like maybe I could write the year 2023 with the chalk paint, you know. But how adorable is that? All right, guys. Thanks so much. Bye now.